Welcome to Minecraft. I am Paco, your host, also known as Artist Poet on PlayStation 4. I'm playing Minecraft because I'm taking a small break from Guardian Games, and I'm also waiting for Conan Exiles update to install. I'm super excited for that one. Get to have a little bit more control over how the followers and mounts behave in the environment. So that's going to be super awesome. Anyway, so I play a main server with my kids. We'll be playing tonight. I may or may not broadcast. Depends on what they want. Um, but anyway, this is I'm playing Minecraft because it is pretty much a low impact game when it comes to whether or not I can go ahead and like walk away from it for a little bit. Obviously, I set it in peaceful before I do that, or log out altogether. But it's one of those games where it's like if I sign off, I'm not going to be there out in the world, open and exposed to enemies. Like in Conan Exiles, uh, I wish Destiny had a way. Oh, there is a village. Awesome. Let's see. And of course, it's off map. So I've been noticing something about Bedrock, and I know it's been out for a long time, and people probably have mentioned this and probably don't even really care. But I've noticed that when you go to the edge of the map, instead of your pointer turning into a little dot to show that you're off the current viewing map, you still maintain that little pointer shape, and it's kind of confusing for people who have been playing on the Java edition. That when that happens, so getting used to that is super important. I guess that's also pretty good that they let us have the coordinate system up on our screens. We mostly, when we play on the main server, um, we mostly just go by coordinates. I use a map still only because it's nice to see what kind of geography I'm walking into, and it reminds me of more or less of what direction I'm facing because of the pointer system. So I guess that pointer on the map is actually kind of a benefit. But woohoo. Okay. I don't normally. I like to be in third person, but when I'm in dungeons or when I'm in like cave systems or in thick forests like this, it's a good idea to be in first person. Okay, finally a nice village. I had been spawning worlds pretty much all morning trying to find a world that had a decent village near the spawn point. So if anybody wanted to come in and join me here, they didn't have too far to go. It's not a very big one. There was one world that I had that it was a pretty large. It was a pretty large village, but it was spread out all over the mountainside and really gorgeous. It had acacia trees all over. It had this nice classical Chinese painting look to it. Um, just like they say, for instance, you had a mountainside like this. There's like all these really nice acacia trees that kind of look like bonsai trees from a distance. And there was even like a little floating island that had a small dirt bridge out to it with a house on it too. I was going to actually camp up there, but the ground was just pitted, like crazy pitted. Like see all these little rifts and stuff here that you got. All this stuff was like right in the actual village itself. It was going to be like way more of a project than I wanted it to be. Plus, while I was there, three villagers actually fell to their deaths. And I was like, no, this is going to be too much of an uphill struggle. It's not going to be worth the time. I just want to have something casual and lightweight to play in while I'm waiting around for other things and not feeling like I want to get, all sweaty in Destiny or constantly be paranoid that, a player's going to be ambushing me. Let's set my spawn point. There we go. So let's take a look and see what we got in the village. Okay, these guys are kind of, I won't say they're poverty line, but at least he's got a alchemy stand. That's going to be a good start. Oh, here's a librarian. Nice. This is good. This is good. I may actually take this house over though. Let's get the third person since I'm out in the open. Okay, so we got some nice crops. Let's go ahead and harvest those up real quick before the farmer comes around. And then I'll replant the seeds and the carrots. Typically, if it's going to be an active world, there's a fishery, there's a krill. I guess that's what it's called, krill, right? Am I wrong? I think I'm wrong. Anyway, holding tank. There's some hay bales. Hay bales. 2 bells. Normally you only get 1, but this is kind of interesting because I've never actually seen a town tree monument looking kind of thing. That's kind of nice. That's fun. But anyway, like I said, so this one village that so I've been spawning worlds all morning long, trying to find one that had a village near the spawn. This one's kind of close. Um, it is off the main map, off the starter map, so we're gonna have to do something about that. Got some horsies, yay, My Little Pony. Um, Pretty good open space all the way out there. It's a nice spot. I think I might go ahead and go scouting for. I might go ahead and take a bed. That's the fishery, and go. Okay, there's a cave system down in here. Okay. Oh, that's good. This is actually nice because a lot of times there would be a cave system like this, and anything that spawns in here is going to go flushing right up the walkway. Alright, let's get some stone tools going first. I didn't see a crafting station in the area, so we'll have to make one of those. And I'm going to be making sure that I get into bed before too many mobs spawn in the village, so I don't need to worry about walling off anything or corralling the villagers. It would have been nice to see a few more chests with some starter loot, but that's okay. Like I said, I can always go to peaceful mode if I want to, and just kind of take my time with this. So yeah. Just really enjoying the quiet. Let's see, it looks like it's getting kind of dark outside. That's the fisher, yep. Alright, let's go find my bed. I think the main thing I'll want to do is actually make my own bed. Let's see. Do I have enough wood? I have some acacia wood. That's kind of fun. Let's make ourselves a crafting station. We'll put that there. It is now dusk. And we're sleeping. First night! Yay! No. Not that much of a struggle. Yay! Okay. Let's go ahead and get ourselves a axe and a sword. And you know what? Let's do a vegetarian challenge. I'll keep a couple of wheat with me just because. And I'm gonna make a furnace. So I'll make this house my camp. I'll make this base 1. And once I get some iron, I'm going to shear up some sheep. And then I will make with the exploration after I make a bed. I love the fact that in Bedrock right now that you can place a bed and reset your spawn point without having to actually sleep over for that, because that was always a little bit hair raising. The thing I like about Minecraft most of all is that you can apply all kinds of challenges and skulls if you're a Halo fan or a Destiny fan, and I am. To the game that are beyond the mechanics of the game itself. Like for instance, we used to play a game called Iron Quest, and what it was is that you could go in as a co-op, but nobody was allowed to use a bed. You could make a bed, but you couldn't use a bed. So no save points. If you got killed, you went back to spawn, you lost everything. And it was PvP. So if your co-op members wanted to go ahead and attack you for your resources, they could. And again, you keep what you kill kind of scenario. But it wasn't ever really aggro. It wasn't like that for the most part. That was an option, but it was never really utilized. But anyway, the basic of the game is that no one can have a bed until a full set of iron armor was made and at least one iron tool, and that included a sword. or even a hoe for that matter. And yes, found objects counted as well. So if you went ahead and, like, say for instance, you found a chest and you looted it, and it had an iron plate in there, iron chest plate in there, then you could definitely go ahead and use that as part of the criteria. And only one person needed to equip it all, so you didn't have to worry about. Uh, you didn't have to, like, everybody had to make their own before anybody could sleep. That wasn't that wasn't the thing. Let's check out over here. Okay, we got some paper. That's good. Yeah, I don't see sugarcane. I see paper. Okay, so we'll take this down. I believe it spawns better on sand. So I'm going to grab some sand here, and I'm going to convert one of the gardens into a paper mill or a sugarcane field. Did I grab enough? Yeah, I did. Play a game long enough, you start doing things with my muscle memory, and you don't even think about that you're setting things up, and then all of a sudden you look at the game, you see something happen, you're like, oh, did I plan that? I must have been thinking about doing that. So, probably going to want to do something about closing this off or disabling the villagers from getting down in there, but yeah, I think we're going to go ahead and shut it down. Just close it up for now. I like the fact that villager AI doesn't encourage them to suicide so much anymore. I can remember starting Worlds being so excited that there was a village literally within 2 chunks of the spawn point, and I'm like, oh yay! And I get there, and it's like it's got little pit holes and stuff, sinkholes and things, and like before even the first night lands, it's like I lose 3 or 4 villagers just from them jumping down in there and getting eaten by zombies. So now it's like it's just a knee-jerk reaction for me to want to close up holes like this. And there'll probably still be monsters that'll spawn down there now because it'll be low light levels, unless I do this. That should be enough. I don't need all the torches because I can make new torches. I was hoping for some opportunity iron, but that's okay. We'll go digging for it. Oops, sorry. Alright, that's that one. Now let's see. The one thing I would like to see added into Bedrock, and it's probably been something that people have talked about and thought about how it would impact the game's balance. Because believe it or not, as simple as Minecraft is, it is what it is because it is so well balanced. Oh, there's a nitwit stuck. Oh well, too bad. I don't have very much patience for nitwits. I know. Nitwits are villagers too. Well, let's see. Well, now he's not a villager anymore. He's going to be a drowned. But yeah, if you could like say for instance you spawn a world, or you're on a world and you just want there to be a village, at a certain point that's like really kind of cool. Incorporate some kind of mechanic for settlers, so you could get settlers. Like you have the pillagers, and they'll raid a village if you kill the chieftain, or they'll come and scout an area that you're building in. Oh, he finally did die. Shoot. Okay. Hopefully that's not the last villager, so we don't have to worry. I mean, he's not one of the last 2. As long as you have 2 villagers, you're okay with the village. The village is still viable. Just gotta have enough beds, and have to make it so that they can get in and out of things easier. So that's what I'm gonna do here. Just gonna make it so that if they do fall down in here, that they can at least climb back up out. But as far as nitwit proofing the water hole, it didn't work. I'm sorry. I'm not a big loss. Nitwits do count towards the golem. They do count towards the golem spawn, but other than that, it's not much really used to them. Although I don't know. I mean, I think nitwits should be useful in more than just counting towards a villager's population and, you know, blank breeding process. I mean, I don't know. It's kind of strange when you think about it that way. You know, it's kind of like, you know, in Pokemon, you have Pokemon breeding, and if you had a Ditto, you could breed it with just about any other Pokemon, and you could get that actual Pokemon. Whereas if you had two different Pokemon, well, that actually didn't really happen. What was it? There was a breeding system in a game that I played where it's like if you had two different, I won't say species, but breeds of a particular animal, that your likelihood of getting the father or the mother was kind of a 50-50 shot. Whereas, like, if you wanted to breed certain characteristics, you had to have certain characteristics in amongst the Pokemon. But there was, like, if you bred them with a Ditto, then the egg would hatch a Pokemon with all the characteristics of the parent and not the Ditto. It's strange. It's, yeah, bizarre concepts. So like if nitwits, like say for instance you had a priest, I mean a cleric, and a nitwit, and you went ahead and made a couple extra beds and you set them up. That you know the villager that would spawn from the priest and nitwit combination would be like an undeclared villager. You know, like in the old, that would be the old system. Now I think all villagers, when all villagers breed, they create a non-declared villager. So, yeah. All right, I think I've villager-proofed the water hole. Wow, that was extensive. Let's go ahead and make it. Let's give it a shallows because that's also important to them. Oops. So you have to make it like one block so that if they do fall in, they can actually make it to the shore. Spending all my time doing this instead of actually. See, I cut into the roadway. And this one I'm just going to cover up because that's just not safe at all. There we go. And I can see it's getting dark again. I would like to fish here eventually. Another thing I'd like to see in the game added is being able to make string off of looms. You know, or you know, something like that, because you can. I was going to build my grass farm. Well, sugarcane. Oh, took his bed. See, I need to get that. I need to find some iron. I need to make some shears. I don't want to just go off and hack up sheep. I don't need to cook the cod yet. Okay, so let's get up here. He's still a fisherman, which is good. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and don't have an iron bucket yet, so I'm just going to have to put the sand in here. Oh, it's only 7. Okay. There, that's it. And the dirt. So I'm going to try to be vegetarian in this game. And that means just bread, vegetables. I'm not even going to do milk or egg, so no cakes, no cookies. Not going to do leather. I'm not going to do mutton, obviously. But I do need to find myself. This is a hazard here. Don't normally like shutting down water features because water is a finite resource on the game unless you make a well. Um, so yeah, we do have a golem, but I don't see. I thought the golems only spawn when you have 10 or more villagers. I guess that's not the case anymore. I guess golems are just, part of the village. I've seen some people build in this game, not just on YouTube, but in actual servers that I played on back in the old days when people actually played the game in my players group. Um, and I mean, just super fast, just amazingly lightning fast build strategies and techniques, and it was like, wow. But like every other game in the world itself, in any game, it's all about positioning. So, from a certain angle, you can do all kinds of crazy cool things if you knew what you were doing. There's a tiny little water hole now. Just go ahead and plug that right there. Alright, see any other pitfalls and traps that could snag a villager, cause them to have problems? No? Okay. It could be a problem later, but we're going to deal with it right now. There we go. You see any overhangs that have 2 blocks or taller? Oh, there was a zombie here last night. Okay. It's always a good idea to cover them up. See, there's another one right here. We could just do this. This is a real simple shot. There's probably some iron down there, but right now I want to just go ahead and lower the ceiling, as it were. Yeah, more or less stops them from jumping in. Yeah, the old villager mechanics, it was like, if you dug a hole immediately, if there was a villager within 5 blocks, he'd like jump right into it. And that was something that we could do to corral them, though. If you wanted to like protect them and put them into a spot where hostiles couldn't get to them, but yet they could still interact with each other for, village growth. Then yeah, so what we would do is we would dig a hole that's about 2 blocks deep, and then put a trapdoor over the top of it, and just make sure that they're within 1 block of each other. I had a village like that for a long time. Unfortunately, though, when you traded with the villagers, they would start breeding, so you'd end up with a pit, a little 1x2 hole that had like a lot of villagers in it. So you had to you had to chop out one of the blocks to make a staircase so they could get up and out. See, that's not cool. I don't think they're going to wander off this far. I mean, it is still close to the village, but it's not going to be a breaker there. Let's go up this way. From a distance, because everything's in blocks, sometimes I get a little excited because when I go out to a distance, it's like, that almost looks like another set of houses, but it isn't. Alright, relocate this grass. What I'm going to be doing, as far as this grass is concerned, is I'm going to make myself a new map. Hopefully it'll center on this village, and then I can do some exploration around it. I know by this time it's like some people have already gotten iron, they're halfway to the nether. I like I said, I play Minecraft because it is casual, and it's totally okay to just take your time on certain things. Oh, the golems come to inspect my handiwork. All right, I can't put anything on that because it's topsoil. So this becomes resources, and I said I was going to go ahead and I wanted to move into the library because it's a fun spot. It gives you lots of options to build with, but I think this is okay. Alright, let's go digging for some resources. And I didn't say I was going to do any eggs or milk, so Now I am going to have to collect feathers eventually until such time as I can get a Fletcher. So I don't know. Kind of like not to do that. Let's try not to do that. Let's, this was the water hole. Let's go out to here. Let's take a look in there. What I'm looking for is I'm trying to see if there's any like on the surface kind of deposits. Okay, so then we're gonna do this. Let's do this. Oh, here we go. This is pretty decent. I could do that and stop any hostiles from coming up. Stops me from getting out. Oh, here we go. This is a good spot. Okay, so we got some coal. Come back for that. But I'm going to go ahead and do my little... Saw this trick in a video ages ago. I think it was OMG Craft. Yeah, Minecraft terms ages ago. It's like... So we're going to go down to about level 40. I should have brought some... Well, I think I do have resources to make. Yeah, I'm going to have to use the acacia. Make some sticks, make some torches. Let's clear this junk out of my inventory. The sword is purely for defense. Now, I should probably be cautious about how long I'm down here. Because I don't want the village to get attacked while I'm underground, because there's only, I think, a fisherman and a farmer, or just a fisherman. Oh, maybe there was just a fisherman. I could have a dead village already, because that nitwit fell in the water hole and died. Doesn't look like there's going to be any iron down here. I'm going to have to go actually spelunking, which is kind of fun. And I might have to go off at a distance then. Which means I'll probably have to tear a bed out, because I'm going to want to make sure. Just kind of like, oh, there goes my tools. Okay, well, we're done with this then. That didn't turn out the way I wanted it to. Let's get my torch. La 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 la. Okay. We'll go back and make ourselves. I don't like comparing games, but you know, hey, I'm going to compare a game here. One of the things I like about Conan Exiles is that you let's just make all the acacia. Gonna need at least 2 axes. So let's see. Picks. Picks. I need 2 picks. We'll just do this. Do this. Take the bed. I'm gonna go hobo style for a while. Oops, did I pair? Okay. Oh yeah, we have a cleric. Alright, well that didn't go very well. So we'll just sleep here for now. There we go. So we're going to run up a little north. Let's try to find some place that has what I think will be... I'm going to use my Minecraft senses and see if I get an impression of an area that looks like it might have some iron in it. Some quick iron. But to make sure I stay within visual range of the village also. Which means, yep, We're doing all right. So I'm not really minding the coordinate system at this point. I should have. Ah, here we go. Sandbars typically will have something. Oh, there's another village up there. That is another village, isn't it? Or is that a... No, that is another village. Is it? Yeah, it is. Alrighty. That's nice. It's a bit of a travel, though. This looks like a big one, too. I don't think I've ever seen this design before. Looking around for some sugar cane. Looks like there's pumpkins. Oh, cool. It's a spruce village. Oh, I like these guys. I like this style a lot. Oh, wow. Spread out. It's got fire pits and everything going on. It's got grindstone here. Nice. It's kind of industrial looking. Wow. Fancy beds. These guys are definitely a little bit more on the affluent side of things. So let's see. Let's pick up some sugar cane. Let's go take a look around and see if there's actually any loot. Lots of pumpkins. Wow. Okay, this garden's kind of weird looking, but okay. Can't really eat pumpkin on its own. I can go ahead and nosh the beetroot, which is good. So they're not the most, I would say, organized looking, but it's definitely going to be a source there. Yeah, the thing I've found out is that if you want to be, if you're going to be a carnivore, you start off being a murderer. If you want to be a vegetarian, you start off being a thief. But, you know, you can always replant. So, you should always replant anyway, because the villager farmers will eventually go ahead and replant themselves. See, they replanted. What do you give us? What is that? He wants to trade. Already, huh? He wants to trade beetroots? Really? Oh my gods. Yes, totally, I will do that. Now, pumpkin pie, I think takes eggs and pumpkin. Or is it sugar and milk? But I'm going to say no, because even though pumpkin pie is super efficient when it comes to healing you and replenishing your food bars, if I'm going to try to be true to my challenge, which is vegetarianism in the Minecraft sense, because even bread's not vegetarian. You know, it uses milk and it uses eggs. But in Minecraft, oop, I just flattened that. I just destroyed that one piece there. In Minecraft, it doesn't. It's just straight wheat. So basically, if the game's recipe calls for animal product, I am not going to do it. I'm going to see how much of how more difficult it can be. And just to be honest, I am not a vegetarian IRL. I'm an omnivore. I do not eat as much meat as I used to in the past. I will have a hamburger and hot dog on occasion. I know hot dog's gross. Ooh, but you know, a factory-made hot dog is... Oh, see, here we go. Now, see, this is what I'm saying. This is you're going to start off being a thief. I had a rotten potato in my hand. Yuck. Got two of them. Jeez. Okay. Let's see what we got in here. We don't need... I don't know about mushrooms. What about mushrooms? Can I plant mushrooms anywhere? Wow, look at this fancy house. Now this is the... This is nice. This is I've not seen this design. I can put a mushroom there. This is a nice design. Oh, here we go. This is the... Wow, this is like a full-on medieval village style kind of thing going here. This is kind of cool. So we got potatoes, we got some pine tree. Let's get the potatoes. Let me see, what do I want to leave him? Leave him some sand? No, I am the mushroom bandit. Dun dun dun. Nah, this is pretty cool actually. This is pretty cool. So, ooh, big fancy double door. I'm just having fun here now. Wow. Okay, cool. Yeah, this is kind of cool. So I like this design. This has got some fun in it. Oh, 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 pumpkin pie. I'm not gonna do the pumpkin pie. I will take up the pumpkin seeds. I mean, I guess honestly, I could actually camp out here. I didn't see a priest, so we're not going to worry about that. And don't care for eggs. I just kind of destroyed that egg, though. I could have just dropped it and left it there to despawn, but I already came in here. Oh, that might be a problem. That actually might be a problem. There, at least they can climb out now. And I got rid of it. Let's take the pine trees. So those are good. We're getting kind of late. There we go. Some more pine. Take the bread, take the pine, take that, take that, take that. I already have a box, so I don't really need it, but I'm going to take this box too. Alright. Okay, so not a bad village. Pretty neat. Oh, that's kind of cool. Did they do what I think they did? They put a campfire in here to make it look like oh shit. This is a bad idea. I don't know what I did here, but I'm gonna die, aren't I? Oh well. So that's an awesome idea, but that was really silly. So I shouldn't have done that. So I'm gonna quit this game because I messed up. Nice world though. Nice world. One of the things I like to do after I play a world and I die in it. So like I said, Minecraft it's a game where you can set up any kind of challenge mode you want in there, and beyond the actual mechanics of the game itself. So we play Iron Quest. The thing is that if everybody died before they made the iron suit and the one iron tool, the world was deleted. And of course, because you have kill scrolls that come up, like Hako hit the ground too hard, or Grenade tried to swim in lava. We would make a note, and when each of us had died at least one time, that was it. The world was deleted. So what we used to do afterwards is that we would save the seed numbers. So there you go. This was seed 2126111137. If you want to play this world, you want to load this seed up to see what you get, that'd be great. Let me know in the comments. In the meantime, actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to screen cap it, because I'll share it with my play group. Oh, they'll probably see this video anyway, but maybe we'll reload this world. In the meantime, though, it's a delete, and we'll create a new one. But then we're going to have to leave it there. I'm going to start with the bonus chest this time. I want to see what the spawn distance is. Like, show coordinates, immediate respawn. That's kind of fun. Not going to activate any cheats, obviously. Okay. I could do an add-on. Let's see. No, we'll keep it basic for now. We'll load this up. And while that's loading, I'm gonna get some spray time. Oh, cool, we're back. Alright, first thing. Let's take a look at this map. Okay. Huh. Alright, let's take a look at the chest. Let's get these torches. Well, that's not bad. I mean, it's nothing stellar. But it does give me a hint. We may not be too close to a jungle. Oh, there's a village right off the bat. Now, wait a second. Let's go see if we have some opportunity iron, though. So I'm going to probably want to grab some stone here. Nope, no opportunity iron in this spot. And again, it's way up on the north end of things. And again, we're going to try for the no-kill diet. So we're not going to take out cows, sheep, chickens. And if the recipe calls for animal product other than leather that I can get from somewhere else, nope, I'm not going to do that. No leather. Which means that, I wonder how it's going to work with books. I am going to want to make an enchanting station. Technically, you can make books out of things other than, well, finding books naturally in the world. Do we want to make that concession? I don't know. If I say no books, that means no enchanting station. That means no enchantments. Other than what I can fish out of the ground. Oh, string. No fishing, no bows, because of string coming from spiders. Spiders technically an animal. Huh. That does put a big crimp on things. You can't really do that. I could just do vegetarian, like I said, which means that I won't eat anything that is made from an animal product as defined by the recipes in Minecraft, which means that bread's still on the menu. But pumpkin pie I don't think will be. In fact, let's take a look at that. So let's see. Pumpkin pie's not even here. Wait, what the hell? Brown dye. Oh, the cocoa beans. Here we go. So cake, that's got egg, no cake. Pie, it's got an egg, no pie. Cookies, I can make cookies. Okay, I thought it had milk in there. Rabbit, nope. Beet stew, yes. All right, so we're doing beet stew, cookies. I guess mushroom stew works, and bread. So that is pretty much my diet, and apples, of course, and watermelon if I find it. So that's going to be pretty fun. That's going to be pretty fun. I think we could do that. Now, killing chickens for feathers to make bows, killing spiders to make arrows. I mean, chickens make arrows, and killing cows to get leather. I hate wasting the meat. Spiders don't drop anything but eyes or strings, so it doesn't make a difference. Chickens drop feathers and, of course, chicken meat. So I myself won't eat the meats, but I can go ahead and, oh, that is a definite fuck off no. Gotta cover that shit up right a fuck away. Haha. Oh, by the way, even though this is an all ages game, my channel's not an all ages channel. If I do have an age restriction on my channel, so if you're able to watch this, one, naughty, And two, you really shouldn't be, because I do say naughty words, and sometimes I play games that have naughty things happen in them. Like I said, a lot of murder. Okay, so we got the leather. I mean, not the leather. We got the. I need to make sure that I understand that what this is not something fun. So I'm gonna do that, and I'm gonna put a couple of torches on it too. That should remind me. All right, let's go check around the rest of the village and see if there's any other murder holes. Oh, hey, carrot farm. Lunch. IRL, I love carrots. I have about half a dozen different ways that I can cook them and use them. Oh, cool. Here's some. Uh, this is nice. This might actually be the world I want to stay in if I don't get myself murdered. There's a farmer. He's looking at his stuff, going, "What? I don't. Who are you? You're a stonemason. I have never seen a stonemason before. Excellent. That's nice. Stonemason. Let's go see if there's a blacksmith anywhere. Oh, look, there's some wheat. Oh, I didn't realize. Oh yeah, you probably want some of this, don't you? Well, we're not going to worry about that right now. What I do need to worry about, though, is checking this village for resources that I can easily get to. But also wanting to make sure apples. Love apples. Now, see, this is what I'm talking about. Books in the wild, good choice. We could do that. Okay, you know what? Let's go find an actual house. Let's take this chest. And I'm not going to reset my spawn point because if I pop, it's gone. This is the stonemason's house. Okay, so no, we did have a stonemason on the old world. Because my play group and I, we had this one server that was really nice. We had explored all over the place, had a lot of mob farmers on it and things, and we tried to port it over several times. You're not a cleric yet. You should become a cleric, dude. You know what? Let's start that. Let's turn you into a cleric. Alright, nothing in there. I think I was already in that house. Yeah, I was already in this one too. I was already in that one there. That's the stonemason. I'm gonna probably start making some signs. This is another stonemason? Or was this the only one I went into? I'm gonna leave doors open as I go through places. Okay, so not as crazy cool as the other village. Ooh, but still pretty decent and quite defensible when it comes to the nightmares that will arrive by tonight. Got some pumpkin. Don't really need pumpkin because to trade with the farmer eventually, but pumpkin is kind of off the menu because the only thing you use pumpkin for is pumpkin pie, and that's kind of like not going to be something that I can do because it has eggs. Although I could trade for pumpkin pie, that's always something too. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and take a small break here. We'll go ahead and we're going to take this room over. I'm going to land here. I'm going to sign out. You guys have fun. I will show you the seed on this also because that's my tradition when I do Minecraft streams. You can go and try this seed out for yourself. Again, I'm on PlayStation 4 Bedrock, and you can go back and see all the different things that I set up. You'll see those now. Pause the video as you need to. And where's the seed number? Oh, there it is. Silly. Alright, so there's the seed number. And I thank you for watching. Have fun.